Bam! Going live. Welcome to the show, Frederick. I see that you here or that you've been here. Running a couple minutes late, but welcome to the show, Pro Se Lawsuit Center. We help you figure out how to get it done, and we provide the coaching to help you get that rolling. So we got this new package, and it's called the. I might have to change the name of it because some people are getting real grumpy about it. Uh, it's called Foreclosure Defense RICO Writ of Mandamus. So and I'm going to go to it later and show you guys. Now I got it on the website right now, and the other writ of mandamuses are. I might mark them down a little bit, but they're like in the 5K, but it's like a lawsuit package. It comes with like 5 or 7 documents or whatever, not just one that you get when you pay someone to do a conventional writ. So anyway, so we've been adding a few things to it and updating it. And some of the things that we added to it, we're using in my friend's case in Sedona. And the last thing that we updated was yesterday, and we added. I made a video about it, but I haven't had a chance to post it yet because things keep, this drama things don't go right. And we got to make adjustments and add things and do whatever that we have to do. But anyway, what we did was we structured a list pendens, and it's a lien. I was actually going to talk about it yesterday, but I didn't realize that if they don't want me to have that on the stream, they send me a thing at the bottom. They said, "No, we're not doing this." I didn't see that till it was time for the stream. So I just I just scrapped it, and trying to change the words a little bit. So like when I'm having a stream or something, I'm not going to be a real direct like I've been. I'm going to learn how to start just kind of beating around the bush, kind of being a little more vague about it. You guys know how we roll here, so you know that if you come to something, you're going to get your value out of whatever it is that you learn from us. Okay, so in the new package that we put together, we made a couple of adjustments, and I think I have 4 spots, 3 or 4 spots still open. Okay, so right now this package is at a giveaway price of $500. Okay, it's on the website there. You get just one document, but in the next week or so, when I get done putting this together, because I'm still kind of making things for it, then we'll have a better idea. At the end of next week, will be the end of the time to make something happen. So at that time, I'll have an idea of everything that we're going to put in it, and all of the people that invested in it, I have your information. I'll make sure I email you guys over the links that you need to. Well, I'll just send you a new link in a zip file. They'll have all the documents in it. It's like we usually when we send it out in a zip file so we can have all those documents in it and they can go out real quick. And so that's what I'll do to all the people that invest in that package. And the first 10 people are going to get coaching, and we'll do the coaching on Zoom. How they try to answer to or whatever, I don't know. That's what we're going to do. This package is new. I'm not sure how they're going to try to answer, or if they can, or what they're going to do. But I want to make sure that I'm involved with the first 10 people, and I hope to get reviews. Actually, I hope to get reviews from everybody that invests in the package. Okay, I would like to get a review after you read it and understand the power that you have, or that's what. And then I'd like a review later on how those people responded when you showed up, with what you invested in at winincourtnow.com. So, and in the end, if you can leave a review in the end, that would be great. But a lot of times people are forced to sign a non-disclosure statement, which is fine, because the goal is the goal. And the goal is to either stay in your house, stay out of jail, or whatever that is. So, before we get started, I'm going to show you guys a card I got from a number one daughter. And got this from a number one daughter, Christina. I got another foster daughter named Shaq. And yeah, I used to say that to her all the time. Keep it right up here to remind me, because that's when I read that, I almost died. Oh, thank you, Christina. And I'm going to call you tomorrow. You call me when you have time, and we'll sit down and talk. I was a little busy tonight trying to get ready for this stream. Okay, so what we did is we structured a list Pendens lien for this package, and I think what I'm going to do, because there's a lot of grumpy people about this, and people that are grumpy about this, and what I've learned is when they're grumpy, we're doing well. Okay, when they're grumpy, we are doing well. Huh. And they're pretty grumpy about this. I tried to have, and they didn't even want the words. Yeah, but I already know why. Now, I'm still learning about this, and the people that invest in the first 10 people that invest in this package will get the coaching. Now, the rest of you will get coaching on Twitter at neighbors_coach over there on Twitter, where we do the coaching. And basically, the way this is going to work in my head, the way it's going to work is, we'll see who the first the first 10 people. We'll see who gets their stuff filed or whatever, and then they'll be communicating with me about what defendants are trying to do, or if they can respond, or how they're going to respond. And then if it's just one or two people, then we'll do probably a Zoom or something. If it's, and I can have up to, right now we're just going to roll with 10. Now the other people will get the coaching over on Twitter at neighbors_coach, and we'll post the things that we're learning here so everybody can have access to them. Okay, now at some point this package is going to become a premium package in the $1,500 range, and I'm thinking about lowering the price of the other two packages just a little bit, so people could afford them more. I just really like to have the reviews. I really like to have the reviews and the sales, because I got to eat, and looking this fancy, we can't look fancy if you come in, on a shoestring budget. But if you tie two shoestrings together. Okay, so and I'm still doing some research on. One of the other things I want to tell everybody too is that if you invest in this package, I'm going to include the federal prosecutor's RICO manual. And it's in a PDF form, so I can just shoot. I'm going to include it, and that way you can. Now, keep in mind that manual was created within their conventional system. Okay, so you need to, once you learn what we're doing here, just don't get your head caught up in that stuff. So you need to take out bits and pieces of that to make what you need over here, which is, oh, the other thing I want to give you guys too is the banker's secret manual. Now, I included that in the mortgage fraud package, and I think it should be in the $1,500 foreclosure defense package. So we're gonna provide those two sources too. Now, the banker's secret manual, when you read it, you can see it's written by people who hate the bank. Okay, so our what we do here, the bank don't have nothing to do with it. The bank's already done their oh the bank already made their money, and then they did a charge off. Which is corporate. Where they charge it off, and then they claim it on the insurance. So they wrote it off the insurance, claimed off the taxes, wrote it off the insurance. Okay, that's 2 times. Okay, and then they kept your money. I don't think they gave you back. When they did give Julie back some money, they gave her back $102 for giving her property away half price. Okay, so we don't really, if they think that you think the bank is involved, then they're going to assume that you think what they did was true, and they're just going to ignore your stuff and play dumb. And most of the time, people who think that the bank is involved, no offense to anybody, okay, I'm just going to go here. Most of the time, those people who think that, well, they didn't do the homework or don't understand, and by the time they figure it out, they use the documents as if they were conventional documents, which means you're going to challenge jurisdiction and go sit down and wait. Well, we don't do that anymore, because now you're waiting for them to rule on whether or not they have jurisdiction. Oh, how's that working? I'm laughing, but I used to tell my kids too, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you. Of course, they would say they're not laughing, but uh, StreamYard got it set up where I could share a link or something here. Oh, and get $10 discount? Oh, hell no. Okay. No, I'm actually giving more. Okay, so are they getting my $10? I did not, All right, if it make more people come. Oh, Kenner said, yeah, the banking secret manual is fire. Yeah, just keep in mind, Kendrick, that when we don't really focus on the bank. Now, if you're in a non-judicial situation and you're about to get in an eviction process or whatever, or what have you, you could get the bank in there if you understood what was going on. But I usually just tell people not to focus on the bank. Okay, so that book is written about hating the damn bank. It is. And I'm like, I ain't taking that to the table, because people who don't get in the way of the bank, they're pushing up, zinnias. Those are my favorite flowers, zinnias. In case I'm over in the construction site over there on in Arizona, because they're not happy about what we're doing. Okay, so remember the banking secret manual. You want to use and that's where I came up with the 6 missing things. For y'all actually know what the hell I'm talking about. The 6 missing things in the premium foreclosure defense package came out, and there's some other things in there that I wanted to put in, but I found that it works better if you keep it simple. I played football in college 100 years ago, and I boxed. Those are 2 things non-smart people do. So you have to keep it simple. But here's the thing: if you keep that shit simple, there ain't no arguing. There ain't no arguing when it's simple. Okay, so the RICO package, I'm still building it out. I got some other things that we're going to put in it, and the less pendants. Oh, it came out, and so I started doing some research. Okay, the goal here is to put ourselves in a position not to block the sale, not to stop the foreclosure. The goal here is to put yourself in a position to force them to visualize your shared liability. Put yourself in a position to take control. Okay, so what I found out last night was total fire. So when you're going after these corporations for RICO, and my friend Mary sending me she must know I got the message. So you guys should go ahead and re-subscribe and ring the bell, because they're messing with me on them. I'm sending out stuff that they're supposed to be sending out. Okay, so when you do the RICO, and they're already ignoring it, and they're said they're gonna throw Julie out. And so we had a plan set up to where I would be able to file the stuff here in federal court. And then we're going to use that to, Okay, but so here's the thing with the RICO. When you have the complaint for RICO and you do the less pendants, the list pendants, it's a big problem for the corporations. It's a big problem for the corporations because and I still have some studying to do, and this is exactly what the federal government did to my family. Exactly. But they lied, because we wasn't. As a matter of fact, I called the FBI on my own ass, and I told them they need to come down and investigate their ass, and they investigate me. If they find the money, I'll split it with them. I was coming in with 60-40. I'm not lying. You can call down there and ask for Bob Shaver. He was the one they sent down here to do the fake ass investigation. Oh yeah, I had an attorney tell me yesterday. I'm assuming it was attorney tell me when they saw the RICO foreclosure writ of mandamus. They told me that that the FBI is going to be talking to me. Well, the FBI know where the hell I'm at, okay? Because we filed some documents on there. Maybe they can call Mr. Bob Shaver over in Missouri. That's the closest place you're going to get for the FBI from where I'm at. Or Dana Murray, he was another one. There's one other, and I can't remember his name. Yeah, you guys want the number? I can pull it up on my phone. I was like, I was like, dude, I ain't scared of the FBI. Okay, I'm not scared of the FBI, and I ain't fighting nobody. Y'all get my way, we'd be in court. So that's what happens. Attorney gets in my way, we're going to be in court. That's what happens. Okay, so when you do the RICO and you've already got the RICO lawsuit filed, and you do the list pendens thing, it's a whole different ball game than if you was doing list pendens without the RICO, because it forces the freezing of assets. It forces the freezing of assets and the stopping of business, and everything has to be. And this is I'm still learning. Everything has to be locked down tight until we figure out what's what or whatever. So now I'm thinking we need to have the federal prosecutor investigate them, right? Oh, yeah, I do live in a dream world, but it ain't that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. And we learn how to do it ourselves. So, at the end of the day, the whole idea here, like I said at the top of the thing, is to force them to visualize their shared liability, or maybe their personal liability. I don't know. Okay, but I'm going to refer to the list pendants as the thingy. Okay. The list pendants is going to be the thingy. Because if I write that in as a title, they're going to block me. I know why they don't want people to know about that. Oh. So, in addition to the RICO, we also have fraudulent concealment and a couple other things that we're bringing to the table on that. So you guys keep in mind, if you invest, I think I have 3 or 4 slots still open for the coaching, to be in the coaching group for the first. And Twitter actually told me they didn't want to have my video on there about what we're talking about today. I just toned it down, and they kicked me off. So they all watching me with. We're about to move over to Odyssey, where they respect your freedom, your right to free speech. So that's where we're headed over there. And I connected my YouTube to there, and then all of a sudden YouTube starts showing my stuff, but they still jacking me up and not allowing people to see that we're going live or what we're doing. So you guys have to check that out. Now, a couple of things that I learned when I was filing in state court. Now, I haven't had this problem in federal court, but the one document I was showing where they made us do all the changes and stuff, and I'm actually suing them for that now. They all been served, and then what I found is that there's a couple of pages missing, like in 2 different documents. I checked every page. There was a 1 page missing out of one thing, and then there was on another thing they moved it up and deleted the part that they didn't want, and so the heading and the court and all that was gone. And it's moved it right up there, and they changed the title of the document. And I showed that to everybody too. Welcome to the show, Frederick. Yeah, it is. It is pretty. It is pretty badass. Thank you, Frederick. And Frederick is using the stuff. He's pretty much kind of up in front of everybody with all the new stuff. Now, I got these people grumpy about the thingy. So I'm going to put the thingy on the website so people can just get it by itself. Now you need to remember that different states have different requirements for the thingy, and the requirements are for it's just like in the court thing for filing a document. Okay, the requirements should be in order to make sure that the thing is legible and uniform and legible. So they say you need a 2-inch border at the top, and not that big a deal. I'm going to show the one that I made in the video that I'm going to post tomorrow. I think in the video I'm just going to post the words in the description for the people who get them. Make sure you ring the bell and let them know that this is badass, and share my stuff, because I should be having way more people now. But in my opinion, I'm getting shadow banned, and some other situation things are going on. So each state has different requirements. And now, what I did with the one with the thingy that I like calling it the thingy, because I'm getting kicked off and stuff. Pretty soon I'm just gonna have to have a subscription, and then y'all gonna have to pay to come in. But it's gonna be on my website, because I ain't giving these people up in here YouTube 33 and 30%, and then they jacking me around. So but yeah, the description will be over on Odyssey. Yeah, that's where I have it set up at. And then that way I can post what I'm going to do. I don't even have to worry about all this check down shit. And then we can just talk about stuff, and everybody will see it. So that's okay. So you need to make sure that the different requirements. Now, what I did was I styled the one that I made. I styled it with their stuff, but also to be filed in court. Like it has the court heading, the names, the parties, and all of that. Still got your 2-inch thing at the top, and some words is in there, whatever. And then you can put the case number in there, whatever. No, I'm not crazy, Coach. Shut up. Maybe I am. Okay, but here's what I'm thinking. Instead of just filing it over there, or placing it in the record, or whatever the hell they do, sometimes, one time they want to charge me $17 a page to place something in, yeah. Okay, so I could get it on the record as evidence if I changed the format just a little bit. Still had everything in it. Okay, so how you gonna get that shit on the record, Coach? Y'all just más despacio, por favor. Just slow down just a little. Okay, what I would do is I would make a judicial notice. I would structure a judicial notice. It just says judicial notice. Comes now, whatever, to give judicial notice of administrative facts. That's what I'm giving judicial notice. That this last Pendens is, I tried to place it or I placed it. But it's on the record right here as evidence in the case. Oh, the attorneys are going to be, they're going to be really grumpy. Okay, but here's the thing. You're not arguing anything. You're not asking the court for shit. So, what the hell? Why? Why are they going to be grumpy? You're not asking the court for anything. As a matter of fact, if you want to be really nice about it, you can let the court know that you're providing judicial notice that you've placed this lis pendens lien against the courthouse. Now I can't write that in. All you need is you need the parcel, and you need the APN number. You need the parcel and the APN number. And you can go to, we are hot right now. I just remember this from writing it yesterday. And you can go to like the map someplace or maybe even on Google and punch in the address and get the coordinates or whatever and go to some map and put it in, or a realtor, or or you can just call down and do wherever they have that shit stored and ask them. But I don't think they're going to work with you too much on that because, okay, so the way to throw your asses under the bus on this, at least a couple of times, at least one. Most people don't have complete legal description. Some people don't have that, and the APN number, APN. I think it's APN number. And there was one other thing that you need to have on that. It's in the video that I'm going to post tomorrow. I don't remember. I think it was 3. I only remember 2 right now. I'm starting to get hungry. So when I get hungry, my stomach is not happy. My brain don't work too well. Yeah. And Frederick, this is cool because see, they have to lie and cheat and switch around the LLCs in the last minute to try to catch you off guard in court with the wrong LLC. The court knows they keep switching it, but they don't do nothing. Okay, then they make you change your document. And we have a lawsuit, the new lawsuit for that too. It's called a clerk's trap. I might need to change the name of that. And it's pretty cheap right now. I think it's like $99 or $105. I don't know. It's pretty cheap right now. And so if they made you change your document, if the court held you to the standard of a licensed attorney, and attorneys don't have no damn license, you need that. If they laughed at you in court, even if your stuff was jacked up, okay, you need. Okay, we included a statement of constitutional emergency, which, according to their own stuff, it says that moves that shit up to the higher court, strips away all of the administrative BS. strips away, and the higher court can only rule on the constitutional issues. Oh, I want that. It's in the $500 package. Uh-huh. It's also in the $1,500 package. And I'm about to put it in. Well, actually, I did. I put it in the 42 USC foreclosure defense package. The 300, the package that's on giveaway sale for $300. But I haven't uploaded it into the machine yet. So I need to do that. But if you invest in it and it's not there yet, just email me, and I'll get it over to you. So yeah, the tips, okay, that you need to be, go through your paperwork, especially if you're in a state court. I always take extra copies, and then when they bring back stuff, and I didn't do this now, okay, but I learned that I should have, because there was things missing. The one page was cut, moved up, whatever, and if I notice this shit, I'm gonna call them out. I'm gonna call them out on it. I'm just gonna call them out, and you want to do it like you're selling a car. That's how you handle that. You want to handle that like you're selling a car. Now, I had to call the ass out on some shit today. Now, I went yesterday and we filed some stuff in federal court, and then I went back today to talk to some upper people, and I actually talked to them through the lower people, talked to the upper people to see if we can get at least a stay on the eviction process or whatever. Okay, and so after we got all done with all of that, my friend supervisor lady there came over, and we were talking, and she said, "Oh, I need to get these things so you can put them in with the summons that you're sending out." We sent out 4 summons, and so I thought, I wonder what it is. She didn't. So she came with this stuff that was written on a piece of paper. It looked like they just wrote it up and printed it off. And I would have done a little better job trying to. It didn't look like a regular form. It looked like I just made it up like this morning or something. And she brought it over, and she said, "Oh yeah, you need to put these in with the summons." Oh, okay. What is this? So I'm reading it, and it was a offer for the parties to decide if they wanted the federal judge or the magistrate judge. It was for now, for people who don't realize it, okay, the magistrate judge has to have consent to be involved in your case from all parties. And I jumped him up for that in 2019, 2020, something a while back, with 3 $10 seatbelt tickets that I moved to federal court and was suing the Lawrence Police Department and the city and all of that. And then the magistrate judge got involved and tried to throw it out, and then that was a situation, and then then that case ended on agreement. That's all I can say about that. But I do know. Okay, so the clerk came out and she said, "Oh, we need you, to put these on. Well, what are these? Oh, well, oh." And so her response wasn't educated as it was for other stuff she was. Oh, that she was telling me, how your kids do the check down, try to switch that shit over. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I looked at it, and it was like, oh, it's the parties. Oh, this is requesting and letting the party know that they can request a magistrate judge services? And she said, "Oh yeah. We have to. I said, I have to put that in. Oh yeah. I said, oh well, I'm not agreeing to the magistrate judge service. I'm sure her ass already knew that. Okay, because maybe she didn't know. I don't know. Okay, but she knows now. You know, I was like, no, I'm not agreeing to magistrate services. There was a long pause. And I just stared her right in the eye. I ain't say no more. I done told her what the deal is with me, so now it's her turn. If she don't have any offense, she has to issue some defense. I don't know. I didn't say a word after that. That's how you sell the car. You put your stuff on the table, and you need to let them decide how you're going to go from there. I do that all the time with their clerk. Oh, this doesn't look like the ink signature or the original signature or any signature. That shit don't mean a damn thing to me. Go on to the next step. So we're not accepting your shit. We're throwing it out. Okay. No, I'm not saying another word. So I tell her, and then she says, well, Mr. Neighbors, if you don't agree to it, then there won't. Thank you. I said, thank you. Yeah, the APN number is what you need to look up, and you can go to actually you can go to the website from you. Yeah, I tell her I'm that's I don't know. You guys what? Okay, so my discussion with the clerk, and I think she left, and I think she was because we asked for emergency, whatever. And so my discussion was to do the check down, And I told her, look, we asked to have dismissed or whatever. But we'd be happy with another week or a couple of weeks of time, to address this issue of the state court ignoring everything and shipping it off to all these other different courts while they continue going after my friend's property. It's funny how it goes. Yep, they signed to ship it out, ship her case out. Her RICO case got shipped out to Maricopa County, someplace another, I don't know, hour and a half or 2 hours away. I don't know. While they're still going after her. So we did a check down, and we're hoping to, we'll see how it goes. Now, at the end of the day, the lawsuit was filed in federal court yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, the 14th. Okay, so that automatically trumps any shit going on in the state court anywhere. I'm pretty sure. But we ain't trying to wait for that. We already emailed everything over to the players. And those paperwork that they gave me for the marriage to judge, I just threw that shit in the trash. I didn't throw it in the trash in front of her because she was trying to be nice about it. And I didn't, you can always be a butthead at any time. Grandma used to tell me that. Look at you go, Frederick. We're gonna take that off because it's making my head skinny like the football helmet or the boxing thing. Okay, never mind. Look at you go. Yeah, the clerk's trap is the lawsuit, and it's real cheap right now. It's real cheap, and I got it cheap because I can. You know, the people get up in my face. Some dude asked me yesterday if I thought I would get shot. I said, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Okay. I was more scared of going back to a mental institution than I'm worried about getting shot. Okay. Y'all can shoot my ass if you want to. Okay. You can shoot me if you want to. I don't really care. My family on know and love them. I ain't got nobody that I can recall that I need. Okay. I don't really give a crap. Okay, because after what y'all put my ass through already, took my stuff home, my wife, my family. No. I just got one thing that I feel bad for that one mofo. You know, I watched the movies. They gotta have that one dude. They gotta go back there with the cell phone camera and take a picture of your ass. Yeah, I feel sorry for that dude. Okay, but you know what? If I disappear tomorrow, it ain't gonna change a whole lot. I mean, I won't be able to come and talk shit every night or whatever. Okay, but you know, the website is hosted on a server not in the U.S. and it's woman. Sorry, Humera, I didn't mean to call you a man. It's woman. By Humera, and she does a badass job of making sure the website's up and running and whatever. And, you know, something happened to me, the website's still going to be rolling. This shit's going to be a little cheaper. See, every time y'all piss me off, I have to shit cheaper. And you know, like the RICO thing, I already know how they roll. So my website's underneath, my bank account's underneath somebody else's account. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter who it is. As long as it's connected, they can't seize it. Oh, do I live like? Yeah, I have my pack over there. My pack of stuff that I'm going to be taking with me. Yeah, when they come and knock on the door, because, I got a pack of stuff I'm taking with me to jail so I can get free commissary and shit and get set up right away and start helping people get out right away. Yeah, I got a pack of stuff. They had to let me go last time, so these people want to play nasty. So we learned how to play nasty too. But we ain't outside the rules. We ain't outside the law. The law their ass was made. Oh, wait. I think they made them for... I think they made them for themselves. Okay, I'm overthinking that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the clerk's tool is on the website over there too. We'll go over and take a look at it here in a minute. Okay, the APN number. The APN number, dog, is part of what you got to ask for when. Okay, so in order to put the thingy, okay, we're calling the list. You kind of late, so I'm gonna catch you. The list Pendens lien that I put together, we're calling it the thingy. Okay, in order to use the thingy, you gotta have you got to have a certified copy of the lawsuit that you filed. Hang on a second. I'm going to get it. Let you see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Certified copy. Oh, that's pretty. And you know, it was like $30. You know, it's 135 pages. Because what we did was we included the demand to move the lawsuit back to where we had it in the first place, and then we included the state lawsuits that we have that she has filed, and the updates that she filed. We included okay. So what would have worked out smoother would have been to have a certified copy of the state docket, the entire docket, to bring to this. Y'all with me? Okay, as fire. Remember, they can't respond to nothing that we're filing. They can't respond with statutes and codes to federal law and federal case law and federal acts. It ain't happening. Okay, so so you need to have a certified copy of your complaint, and then you need to, when you're making your list pendens. Okay, these are the things that you have to have in it. You have to have the APN number. Now, I'm gonna. I don't. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Frederick. It has to be the exact description. Now, most of the people don't show up with the APN number, or they don't show up with the parcel. The parcel. That's what it was. Okay, sorry. The parcel, the APN number, the parcel, and the complete legal description. Those are the three things. That the parcel is what I was missing before. Most people don't have the parcel, or they don't have the APN number, or both. Okay, because they get the legal description, but I don't know how they handle that. And it says here the recorder's office is in Cottonwood for my friend. Oh, no, Rex. No, Rex. Dude, there's no dying. Okay. I said get shot. I didn't say die. I mean, I didn't actually say. I may have kind of assumed, but I could have been assuming I'm just going to be down for a few days. Okay. Now I did assume that person coming with the cell phone and take that picture is going to have a situation. We got that much figured out. Now that's funny. Okay, I think you better get out there and get the house painted tonight, man. Get that shit knocked out. Oh, I still got a little place on the top of my house that I haven't painted yet. Okay, let's go over and check out the thing. Well, the thingy. Well, I don't have the thingy yet. We're going to check out the other thingy. The one we already got on the. Okay, let's see here. I want to share. Okay, so this is a thingy that they really mad about, and they won't let me advertise it hardly, whatever. And so I took this, I figured out how to do this thingy here, which shows pretty much if I complain, declare relief, injunctive relief, damages, fraudulent concealment. Now, fraudulent concealment is a federal legal doctrine that tolls the statute of limitation. Bam! It is fire. It is fire. It tolls the statute of limitations. So I got ADD and I ain't that smart, okay? But if it's going to toll the statute of limitations, I'm using it as a cause of action. All right? I'm using it as a cause of action if it toll the statute of limitations. Just think about it. If you got a RICO lawsuit that tolls the statute of limitations because we got fraudulent concealment in it, so you can bring this to the table at any time, regardless of how long ago you suffered. Oh, could that be the situation here? Oh, yeah. And then when we put the list pendants in, the thingy, sorry. When you put the thingy in there, that's going to be a situation. Because when the thingy's in there with this, with the RICO, now the assets get frozen. And in the case of this judge that ordered the eviction, we're demanding that her assets well, we actually file a lien are going to. Maybe I'll file it in my case because some people get scared to do that. So I have a lawsuit against them. So maybe I'll file the lien against the courthouse and then the judge's office and all of our cases and all of the electronic equipment. Okay, so when you do the RICO and you jam them up, then everything has to come to a halt until you figure out what is what. At least that's what I'm still learning. Now, this is set up for the short description here. And like I said, I still have documents. This is going to have more than documents that I have listed on here because I'm still using this. And the other writs are 5K. I'm probably going to drop them down to 3. So if you're interested in foreclosure eviction writ of Mandamus, that's on the website. I'm going to lower the price on it a little bit. We got 2 people using it, and Marquita and one other lady. I haven't heard from you guys. Y'all need to call me and let me know what's going on. And then here, we add a statement of constitutional emergency. This forces them to move up to the higher court. It's to away the administrative issues. Now, the way this works, and I'm just gonna, make it in short. When you use a mandamus, okay, the writ of mandamus, when you pay for a conventional one, then you get one document, and that one document is supposed to force the court to rule on whatever's before the court at that time. Okay, but so if the attorneys file what you have before the court, then it's probably a situation, and it's not going to help you. If you did it yourself and you have defects, then it's a situation not going to help you. That's the downfall with their stuff. Okay, they drag you through the court hearings, do all this stuff, whatever, and then they dismiss stuff, throw your shit out, whatever. But the attorney don't never tell you, hey, we can do a writ of mandamus and force the court to rule on something. Why didn't we do that last year? Okay, so what I've done is put together the lawsuit package that has all the stuff in that you need. So you have the lawsuit for civil RICO, and then you have the mandamus to force them to rule on it, and then we have temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction, freezing the foreclosure or the eviction process, demand for emergency hearing, put your case on top of the docket, statement of constitutional emergency, demands immediate federal intervention, and the fraudulent concealment. Oh, keeps your claim alive no matter how far back the fraud goes. And then we also have evidence guide. So, you can it'll show, and then you can put exhibit A and put what it is. Now we got the special bonus for the first 10 people, and we get this package for $500. Now everybody else will get it for the same amount of money until we move it up to until I start getting some reviews. Then we're going to move it up to the premium price, and probably we believe have it at $1,500, like the foreclosure defense premium package. Now, who is this for? Homeowners facing foreclosure or eviction in state court or federal. And remember, we structured everything for federal court, and then we use the federal stuff to stop the state court players because they can't respond to federal case law with statutes and codes. Bam! Victim of fraudulent mortgage assignments, forged deeds, or false claims by the bank. And my friend Julie had, they made 11. They had 10. They made another deed right before, and then she has 7 cancels of the sale. She worked really hard. This is for anyone locked out of their home after the wrongful foreclosure who wants to get back in. And it's also for pro se fighters ready to take on the battle in federal court and stop the state court abuse. This is also for paralegals or entrepreneurs who want to become legal coaches. It's also for attorneys who want to help people for real. So you guys can every day you wait, the sale gets closer and closer. The eviction notices get served, or locks get changed, and they're counting on you doing nothing. They're counting on you doing nothing. Prove them wrong. Now, where can you invest $500 and get a $5,000 lawsuit package? That stops the foreclosure dead in its tracks. We use counterclaim, and we're doing this with even the other package. The counterclaim is structured. We add the players to the counterclaim and file them their case. We just added them to their own case. And this is how we respond. I like to respond. If they file something against me, I'm responding with a counterclaim of $200 million. But before I file it, I'm going to add the state. I'm going to add the judge. I'm going to add the prosecutor or the attorney, whoever started. I'm going to add those players to the counterclaim as plaintiffs. Oh, and just stick it right in their face. Now, this package here is pretty badass, and it should be in the writ of mandamus price range, but I'm bringing it down. Most people don't know that you're not a U.S. citizen. You're not a U.S. citizen. You're a citizen of a republic state you were born in. Nobody can be a U.S. citizen because nobody can be born in a fake corporation. You know, your straw man. Uh-huh. This removes you. You're going to be going out to the IRS. This removes you from their corporate status. Now, while I'm here, I might as well show you guys the clerk. The clerks. Let's see if we can find it. This is kind of cool. You can jump around on the website here. For those of you who haven't been here, you'll need to go and check us out. Okay, this is the foreclosure eviction writ of mandamus. And this is the 42 U.S.C. 1983 foreclosure defense lawsuit package. Oh, and there's the bar card. Oh. I'm missing a clerk's job, so I might have it put in the right category. Okay, now this is the fire right here. This is if you're facing foreclosure, this who can't come up with $300. This is the fire right here. If you're struggling, this is what you get. I'll have 300. What? I must be crazy. Well, that's what my ex said, and the government said I was crazy. And we got some reviews in there. Oh yeah, so he may have been working really hard. Okay. Okay, we got some more people jumping here while I was off showing off stuff. Okay. So Rex, that you like me, you ready to go anytime. Okay, we need to leave that stuff alone because neither one of us ready to go nowhere. So welcome to our ring. No, everybody want to talk to me, man. You got to get over to the coaching group or something. What do you want to talk about? Ain't that the truth? Oh, Frederick, that you could not be more. That right there is the truth. If you don't challenge them, when the clerk's telling you can't do that, whatever, I need to change that stuff initially and sue the ass for that. Or if you don't challenge them, if you agree, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb and tell you, you agree to all this stuff. Sign right here. Put your clothes in that bag. Sign right here. Sign right here. Put these orange shit on that other people been wearing and these underwear that look like. Sign right here. Wait. Bend over first. I know what I'm talking about there too. Been there. Sign right here. And then they brought these Bob Parker shoes out. I'm like, oh man, there ain't no way in hell. And they let me keep my shoes. Let me keep my shoes. Sign right here. Mm-hmm. Legal fiction. Some people reference it as the straw man. And that's not, they make that stand inserted people and they call out that name. People think they're talking about, oh, I'm here. Sign right here and bend over. Okay, I could use different words. I really could, maybe. No, it's not. I'm a citizen of a republic state where I was born. Nobody can be a U.S. citizen because nobody can be born in a fake corporation. Oh, they got mad one time when I put that shit on there. Oh, they got mad. They got mad one time we talked about that. They got mad one time when we figured out that the local rules come from, the local rules come from the Supreme Court. Oh, you mean those people with robes and over there looking all like they've been burning some shit? Oh, okay, sorry. But anyway, so the local rules aren't connected to the Constitution. They aren't connected to the Federal Rules of Procedure. They don't connect to these people's pocketbook. That's my opinion. So we have seen one time that we add the Supreme Court to, because the Supreme Court is the one that made the local rules that you can screw you over with. Oh, and we had two dudes come, and one dude was so mad, he was so pissed off, he was trying to say some shit, and his grammar was worse than what I use in my. Oh yeah, and so I was screwing with him. And I posted shit right there. What y'all think he's trying to say? And then I let him know that, you can come here and kick my ass. Okay, but you can even take a shot at it. If you take an honest shot at it, I'm good. If you kick my ass, I'm good. I'll give you some free shit. But don't come talking a bunch of shit and then go sit your happy ass down over there without backing none of it up. Okay, because when you start that shit, then now we're talking professional defamation. Uh-huh. And that's, attorneys will come, they'll throw just a little shit on the table to make the room stink. I'm just saying, they want to try and cause doubt. No, if you're going to bring some shit, you need to bring it. And my grandma used to tell me, don't start no shit, there won't be no shit. But I can start shit if I got. Okay, sorry. Yep. What's up, Missy? And thank you. Well, some people tell me that I'm narcissistic and I'm bossy I may be those things, but generally I'm those things for people who aren't getting the shit done. Okay. If I'm coaching you and you're not getting the shit done, then I'm going to have a problem. If I'm coaching you and you're not calling me the next day or when I ask you to call me or whatever, and I don't hear from you for 3 or 4 days at a time, then, it's not, I'm just going to put somebody else in the slot. Okay, if you invest in a premium package, I expect you within 2 or 3 days to be reviewing the stuff and figuring out what you're, and then we'll talk and figure out. Okay, even if you invest in my stuff, okay, and if they responded to you, then you don't know you didn't do some shit right. Okay, or maybe you did, but if they responded to you after investing in it, you can't just be all nervous and call me out freaking out. I ain't even trying to talk to nobody in that state of mind. I don't do well with people's fear. I don't. And I'm like, until you've been over there sitting in a mental institution for months on end, facing a forced medication order, and have no idea if you're, I don't deal with the fear anyway, because it makes me feel like y'all ass is giving up. Oh, coach, no, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Well, get your ass in the game, hop your ass in the game. If you don't want to get on the game, go. I don't have a bench. We don't have no bench. So if your fear cannot be used as an asset, then I'm thinking you probably need to throw shit in the yard or something, or move it somewhere. If your fear is not an asset, because you know what? The shit ain't over till it's over. And even then, with fraudulent concealment, the shit ain't never over. The shit's over for the people who roll with limitations. That's where I'm going. I don't do well with the fear. I don't hold people's hand. And if I don't think that you're doing what you need to be doing, or you're not where you should be, I'm going to tell you. Because that's my job. If you pay me to coach, I'm going to tell you. And that's, most of the time it goes well. Sometimes it doesn't. And I don't deal well with negativity, because people that are negative are looking behind them. And people tell me, "Oh, well, I did that," and they didn't. No, one, you didn't do my shit. Number two, I don't give a shit what you did, because that's not what we're doing here. And if they treated you like that here, we got a plan for it. What, y'all think that something new gonna happen right now? I already tell you they're going to dismiss your shit. Well, now they can't respond to it because we're doing things a little different. So while they're doing all that, then you get your lawsuit filed in federal court, serve their asses, and then You demand the federal court judge order their ass to the settlement table. That's what we got settlement right there. Settlement conference. And the reason is because, well, they couldn't respond to a damn thing that you wrote over there on the state level. They couldn't, and they didn't. Okay, so now you're in federal court. So what? They can respond now? I don't think so. Hell no. They still can't respond because they don't have a federal bar card. Oh, even if they had a federal attorney, I don't think any federal attorney would get in the middle of the fight we're bringing to the table right here, because it would suck up way too much of their time. They get paid to make people take the deal. They get paid to make people take the deal. Then they try to get you to do the magistrate judge thing, so they can throw your shit out with a lesser judge. Why do they like to do that? Well, why should they have the main judge taking the hit? Okay, so I already told you guys they're going to throw your stuff out. But what I also tell you is they're not going to provide a finding of facts and the conclusions of law. They're not. Why is that, Coach? Because they're in an administrative hearing. They're not going to provide a finding. What the hell does that mean, Coach? Okay, dude, just chill. I got this. What that means is you have no chance for an appeal. Without a finding of facts and the conclusions of law, you have no chance for an appeal. And you know what? If you ask their asses questions in the clerk's office or whatever, or, about the jurisdiction, oh no, we can't. No. So I want to follow up. Oh, appeal? Here you go. Hell, sit down. Let me help you get that together. They'll help your ass with that. Why is that? Because they're burning the clock up over here. They know you have no chance at no damn appeal. Because the judge didn't provide a finding of facts and the conclusions of law. That's what you need to be able to do an appeal in the higher court. But they just take your shit, let you run down, fill out those forms, those templates, whatever. And then you go over there, then they jam you up, and need 1.5 space line, 2 space lines, 1 inch from the top, 2 tops from the bottom, and 2 inches from the left side. No, they don't tell you all that at one time. That's one at a time, they throw your shit out one at a time. Okay, so okay, Coach, so maybe I shouldn't even, I should just go give up. Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. This is the part people don't get. Okay, so the judge threw my shit out, screwed me over, now I got to do an appeal. Sue his ass or her ass. No, I'm not, I sue her ass too. I've done that. Just Catherine. No, people want to play around, do all this stupid shit. Sue their ass. Oh, wait, what? Oh, well, you got 42 USC. 1983 package or the RICO package or whatever. Is the judge participating in the RICO? Is the judge getting paid to steal your shit? I mean, stuff to, excuse me. I have to do. Is the judge getting paid to steal your shit? But what the hell? That's a. Oh, baby girl, I might move on to somebody else here. I just like looking at that shit. Thank you. Well, you know what they say about a nurses. The test is if you look at yourself in the mirror, and then if you get to the next step, then you're not you're not a narcissist. You get to the second step. The first step is look at yourself in the mirror. No, I didn't see it. Where did you send it? Did you email it to me, or you texted it to me? No, I haven't seen it. I've been a little busy making all this new stuff to take care of this that's drama that's going on in Arizona. These people are out of control. I'll check it out. You ain't got to make it any shorter. I'll take whatever you got to say. Well, thank you, dog. Entomology. Yeah, that's what we're learning. We need to learn how to cut to the chase. Okay, cool. You can email it to me. That would be best. You don't really have to text it to me. If you email it to me, that's how I'll use. That's how I'll put it in the website. Or if it's a video, you can text it to me, and then I'll just send it to myself, or email it to me too if it's a video. Okay, guys, we've been doing this for a minute now, so we're gonna get on out of here. I gotta go get some things done. That's all right. You figure it out. I appreciate them. I appreciate it. Anybody else that have used my stuff, I would appreciate a video review. They don't necessarily have to have your face on it, but as long as they know who it is, that works for me. So I can make sure I don't have people being silly. We ain't got no time for that. Thank you, baby girl. I appreciate it. At neighbors_coach. That's where the coaching. That's where the coaching takes place, everybody. Okay, I think this is everybody. Thank you, guys. We're gonna get on out of here.